Let's see, where are we? Are we streaming? It looks like we're live for 11 seconds. Let's see what's happening over on. Oh, hello. Okay, so now I've got everything going. Perfect. I can see text, I can see all that. Wonderful. We're going to shut you down, stretch you out. Perfect. We got to go on. Hello, everybody. We're doing. Oh, wait, I'll be done shortly. Sorry. Everything all right? You can still do that, but it's on live. Oh, I do. Thank you. Just getting everything. Hello, cadavers. Hey, thank you so much. Good Lord. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
You're in a little, you're not even on the screen. You're on a little tiny window.
You don't need to see my mom.
Yes. We're doing an archive right now. So if anybody has not seen the video with Odin and Jingle Bells, check that out. And if you're still here, cadavers, is it still streaming? Is everything streaming okay? Let me know. Hold on, I gotta move that over. Perfect. All right. So I just uncovered what is like a section of my video game collection that I completely forgot about, and it's all my CDs. So I'm going to be archiving them as we go. Yes, the stream is crystal clear and the audio is lovely. You are the best. You are aces. So I got a massive stack of video game music, and now I have to archive it. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. How you been? Everything all right? You still in the States? We'll get updated. I'm waiting for the other platforms to kick in because usually you'll see the chat above me. That's the other platforms. Anyways, we're going to start with a banger, which was the Metal Gear Solid soundtrack. I don't, does this have an insert? It does. What do we have? Oh, look at that. It's the freaking DNA strand for freaking Metal Gear. And we've got information on Liquid Snake. We've got information on Solid Snake. Oh, and I think this is the one that came with the set from Japan. I'll have to ask Anthony to confirm that, but there was a massive set that came in. Thanks for the likes. Really appreciate it. Whoa, 150. You are crushing it. But this came with the big set silver box. They did the same thing with Zone of the Enders 2, I want to say. I think it was a bronze or a brass collection. The one for Metal Gear Solid was silver. This is the CD that came on that insert. I can't imagine what this thing. There's no UPC on it, so I have no idea how to price that thing out. I would guess that this is worth a little bit, but it's like one of those lines. It's like it's not worth anything, but the collector's value or the sentimental value is through the roof. That's what this is. This is a sentimental CD. Metal Gear Solid soundtrack, classic. Another one. Look at this one. Freaking Zelda Ocarina of Time collectible CD. I do not even know where this one came from. There is no insert. It's just a plain piece of paper. I'm almost afraid to look at these. Oh, that's freaking mint. Look at that. That's freaking sweet. And I think that's the thumbnail for this thing. Almost. No, it's not. No, my drawing is much. I made a drawing for this that's slightly better looking than that. I can show it. Let me see. The drawing I made. Let's go to Photoshop. I just did it. I close Photoshop? What a dope. There it is. Isn't that awesome? There. That's my sketch. I don't think it's any better than this one. Eh. For some reason, I get these mixed up, these Zelda guys. Thank you for the likes. Oh, wow. Your sketch is fun. Oh, you're too kind. Yeah, I did a bunch of sketches for characters back in the day. You know what? Since you did this to yourself, it's show and tell now. Hang on a sec. What do I want? I want that one, and I want Chun-Li. Let's go open. So I did all of these. That's Chun-Li and what's his name? Zelda. Link. I know who that freaking is. I did that one. Then I did Sonic. That one's real low res for some reason. I don't know why that is. Um, and then the other one was Mario. I did a poster back in the day. There you go. Oh, you can't even see. What am I doing? This is for Game Crazy. I did this for a Game Crazy poster back in the day. So I did that one. Sonic, again, lower quality Sonic, but it's there. And then Chun-Li and Link in the same one. Navi. That's right. It's Navi. So it's Elena and Navi. Elena from Mortal Kombat and Navi. Perfect. You are awesome. Let's get it back out of there. See, you did that to yourself because I wasn't planning on doing that. Come on, man. Give me back to Ecamm for God's sakes. Are we stuck in this mode forever? I hope not. Apparently, we are stuck in this mode. How do I get out of there? Can I? I'm going to have to create a new screen. Give me a second. New. I have no idea why I did that. Don't want that. I want virtual camera. There you go. I'll get rid of my... Oh, no. No, I was right. You don't want me. You want the tiny stream camera. And then I'll flip that over. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on there. Why that's all... Hold on. This is a nightmare. I don't want to quit Ecamm. Hang on a sec. Can I switch screens? Hold on, everybody. Hold on. How do I switch back? Can I switch a one? Nope. That just makes that. Hold. Just it's for fudge's sake. I cannot flip that. This is ridiculous. Hold on. Good Lord. And now it's upside down, so I got to flip that right back up. Dude, this is classic. Perfect. Good Lord. I do not know what's going on there. Yeah, sometimes Ecamm stops showing the overlays, so I can't flick back. All right. So Zelda, mint condition. Well, it's actually not mint condition because this thing has been compromised, but the disc is in great shape. Oh, no, it's upside down. No, I got it fixed. We got it going on. Now, oh, jeez, this game, not talked about enough. Anybody? Does anybody recognize this? Come on. Do I have the music? I probably do. Hold on. Hold on. It's worth it. It's not worth it. That's not it. It's me swearing. That's not it either. I was looking for the freaking music from Jeopardy. I don't know. I do not know why I don't have it. Anyways, you've never seen this game before. This one, you'll know what it is. I know you know what it is. Let's see if it's in here anywhere. So this is the soundtrack. I'm almost afraid. Oh, that one's in pretty decent shape too. It's got one scuff mark on it right there. Yeah. This is Tenchu. Yeah. This is the import soundtrack from Tenchu. Come on. God almighty, I wish I had fingernails. Hold on, you son of a gun. Get out here. Yeah, I know you know Tenchu. They rebooted this series, I think, on PS2? Yeah, just the good Lord, is that adhered to the front of this? This is why I didn't bite my nails back in the day. Good Lord, that was challenging. It's still not out yet. It's still not coming out. God dang it. Good Lord. There you go. Tenchu soundtrack. And the classics. Everybody remembers. Good Lord, I can't read any of that. Oh, and there's the lyrics, just in case you needed them. And it's translated into phonetic, I would guess. E-A-O-A-O, Ruandu. I don't understand any of that. Can you imagine AI summaries and settings? Yeah, Tenchu is freaking an awesome game. Just incredible. PS1 era had some freaking incredible bangers, like across different spectrum of like gaming experiences. And it seemed like going up through the PlayStation and almost like you started to homogenize in the PS2 Xbox era, but there were very few games that kind of broke the mold, like Bushido Blade and Tenchu. Like they were sword games, but drastically different. This one was more stealth based, and the mechanics of this have gone into Thief, and there's a dozen games that are more stealth, like based on the mechanics that were in this game, and probably do it infinitely better. But back in the day, this was unbelievable. Does this have no barcodes on this one either? What the heck? I do not know. Does the Zelda one have? The Zelda one does. But yeah, I don't know how I'm going to find pricing on these because, like, if they don't have a SKU, the chances are it's like, who knows if I can do that. All right. This one, no one's going to know. This one's going to be, well, it says it right there, Gungrave, but this had a freaking killer song on it. This was in my car for years. The case is still in great shape. This is a punch out. You can see in the back. That means that we got this I didn't buy this one. This was given to us. I'm trying to remember who the publisher was of this game. Gungrave. Who published it? It's going to tell me in here. Wow, this is a thick book. Again, I wish I could play the old Gungrave. You remember Gungrave? Freaking awesome. Just the soundtrack in this, like it had an Italian kind of, oh, look at that. Holy moly, full color insert. What was the song that I played on a regular basis? Hang on a sec. Not When the Sunset Turns Red. Say It Ain't So, Great Flare. I can play these. I just don't want to hit the jackpot. I think it was, good Lord, I'm going to butcher that. I think it was Ado Guaglione. Ado Guaglione. I think that's the song. That one was freaking awesome. But this one, I'm almost sure. God, I love the reflectivity of that one. That's really cool. That's like a Spawn look. Oh my God, that's in great shape too. This was in my car for a long ass time. This one was in there forever and it's still in great shape. That's crazy. Gungrave, solid. And I'm very, very impressed, Cadavers, and your knowledge of this. Okay, here's another one of the, is this from, nope, no barcode on this one. This is an import Nintendo Sound History Series, Zelda the Music. And it looks like it goes all the way up through the Minish Cap. So it's got Zelda 1, 2. It's got Ocarina of Time. What is on here? This is probably just samples from each. Oh, yes, as you can tell, it has. This is exactly what I was hoping for. Wind Waker. Yeah, so I wonder. I'm going to have to pop that in. It's up to 2004, so it might have the Minish Cap in here. That's what it looks like on the cover. That's 1, 2. That's Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time. Wait, is that Ocarina of Time? Or is that... This looks like 2. This looks like a cartoon from Ocarina of Time. This is... Good Lord. These are different art. I have to figure out what that art is for those. This one I would imagine is in pristine. Just hold on. Let's do this right. Because now I do have that music. Let's see. It's in mint shape. Yeah, I didn't probably play this one that much. God, these are in great. Apparently, before I had kids, I could take care of my stuff. It's amazing. Oh, you know what? You're 100% right, Cadavers. I completely forgot. I completely forgot there was a CDI version of this game. It was the best version. How could I forget it? Yeah, 100%. I'll have to look into this. I'll probably just run it through a... yeah, because it's Nintendo 64. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tracks. Oh, shoot. No, time out. There are 36 tracks before Ocarina of Time. So this might be the complete. This might be complete up until either Minish Cap or at least up through Ocarina of Time or up through Wind Waker. Good Lord, that's crazy. All right. This one's going to be destroyed. I can assure you. Original sound remix with a series. So this one was purchased. No knockouts. This is in Q sound. For if anybody's keeping, if anybody has a Q sound collection, this is imperative. You have this one. All right. This one's going to be butchered. I can assure you. Whoa! This comic. I actually have that comic. I actually have that comic. I wonder if it came with the CD. Return to the World of Resident Evil with the official comic book 2. I have both 1 and 2. What the heck? Look at this. I didn't even know this was in there. Jim Lee's 5 Wilds Torn and JT. Wow. This has not been discovered since, what is the date on here? 1998. Good Lord. Isn't that when they went into the Arklay Mountains? I think that's when Resident Evil 1 takes place, right? 1998. So this card is from before they go into the mansion. This is a collector's item in itself. I think that the soundtrack in Resident Evil has an important role in the game. Who is writing this? Oh, Makoto Tomozawa. Tamazawa. Thank you. Good Lord, Tamazawa. I have to figure out how to say it in Japanese. You know how to speak some Japanese, right? Cadavers, you have some Japanese understanding. It's usually in threes. That's why it's hard for me because I try to phonetically spell it out, but it's actually there's a pentameter that is exclusively used in Japan. All right, this one I am sure is going to be butchered because it's Resident Evil. I don't need the soundtrack for Zelda. God almighty, that one's in mint shape too. I assumed this one would have been just beaten to hell. None of these have been resurfaced. Good Lord. I didn't bring it into Game Crazy. Yeah, there was a couple. I think they just got licensed. This one's by Viz Music. So this has Terror in the Darkness. What is the one on... I think the reason why this didn't get done is because it's real low and very ominous. I think I may have only used this at Halloween. The CD Fairy most certainly did visit. This one, get ready. I'm not going to be even able to open this. Age of Mythology original soundtrack. You're like, why do you have this one? Well, it's never been opened. So I can tell you right now, this is a knockout. It is. I know it. This was given to us as a promo CD, and it's never been opened. So I can assure you this one's in great shape. Any Age of Mythology fans out there? I should have crickets. Do I have crickets? It's close enough. No, I don't have any crickets. I have a glockenspiel. I got to stretch this out so I can see what my sounds are. Yeah, this one I do not have. I have no frame of reference. So if there's any Age of Mythology people on your Christmas list, let me know. I'll send that out to you. I guarantee you that 30 people have that. Wait, 30 people have the cutout, or 30 people all like across the world have that, have the CD for it. Either way, you're probably right. This one, oh God. This one has been very yellowed. I do not think that is the color that this was. I don't think this is the color of the CD. I think this is yellowed because the whole thing is yellowed. Even the spine is yellowed. So this is the Tactics Advance. This is the one that was on Game Boy Advance. Oh, you know what? I stand corrected. Maybe it is all yellow. Because even the stuff on the inside is... it's not papyrus. What is that? What is the name of it? God dang it. It's the type of paper. The later... My goodness, that was a mythical pool. Good Lord. This is gorgeous. For the time period of Tactics, when was this? This has got to be 2000. Wait, 2003? Hang on a sec. When is Tactics Advance? Let me get my magnifying glass so we can all see. I don't have a date on this thing. Are you kidding me? It's got to be on here. Hang on. 2003. I crushed it. I knocked that one out of the park. Hold on. 2003. Oh, it's like got a big laser beam on it. If this bursts into flames, it's 2003. Trust me. I don't know how parallax works. Just trust me, I'm right on this one. I line those two dots up and this thing just explodes. Good Lord. Progressive Geek. You are wonderful. Thank you. I didn't even see a heart pop up. That's okay. Thank you for the heart. Parchment. Yeah, it's parchment, but it's a type of like yellowed paper. This cardstock is like at least 100, if not 120 pounds. This is fat paper. And the printing is really nice. It's not shiny. It's all matte. Oh my God, these are gorgeous. I love it. I love it. Tactics Advanced. A lot of people are going to be turned back on to Tactics and the series because of the re-release, which has done extremely well. Couldn't be happier. Okay. So this is a 2. Jesus, for Game Boy Advance, it came on 2? How much music did they have in here? This one's got a couple dings on it. Not mint. But definitely, there you go. Some smudging. I'm sure I can clean that off. What's on the second one? Hold on. This one's going to be mint. I can assure you. Yeah, this one has never been even listened to. How crazy. Good Lord. And it has a beautiful back cover. Oh, God dang. Music composed by, yeah, it's Umatsu, but that's amazing. That one's really cool. I actually thought it was yellowed by time, but no. And I purchased this from Japan. Most likely, well, probably not PlayAsia. Where would I have purchased this from back in the day? Not Buy-Right. Who was selling CDs back? Liksang. That's probably where I got these from. All right. Now we're getting into the magic section. Oh my God. Beautiful. This one I've listened to a trillion times. This one was also in my car. It has the score in it. For You Were There. Oh my God, that's amazing. If I only knew how to play piano. Mad Tiger, one of the fans of our podcast, actually wrote or submitted a rendition of her version of You Were There. I wonder if she used this. Mad Tiger was one of the original fans of our shows. We met her at PAX in Seattle with her mom. They were lovely people. They're still alive, but they were lovely then. Gosh darn. This is just too much. Oh my God. The soundtrack staff. Oh my gosh. Look at this. I can get all choked up on this one. This one's great. And again, I had assured this one's been out of its case a lot. Here we go. Oh, that one's pretty. I'm shocked at how good of condition this is. God, I did take care of some of my stuff, that's for sure. Thanks, Cadavers, for all the likes. Jesus, 2,600 likes. You're out of your mind. This one's beautiful. This soundtrack from, I could leave this on, play this. You know what? If someone's alive when I'm dead, play this at my funeral. That's all I ask. You Were There. And if you play that sound, I'll make an offer. If you play that soundtrack at my funeral, you get a gift bag and all the funeral mints you want. I'll write it into my will. This is another Halloween classic. I'm not addicted to meth. I have dogs and cats. On YouTube, they are so mean to me. Aye, Captain. Good. I'm glad someone's paying attention. Someone's getting a gift basket at my funeral. All right. This one still has the sticker at the top, but it was because I lifted these up like that back in the day to preserve those. It's a hack if anybody's still buying CDs. So this one is still, it's coming apart here. But is this a 2 CD-er? It is. And it's in mint shape. I can't get over the condition of these discs. For as old as they are, and this is of soft matte, so I do not mind putting it face down like that. This one's in mint shape too. Good Lord. Let's see what's on the insert. Come on. Pop you out. Oh, God dang it. It's actually harder to do it upside down. You gotta get. Don't ruin the collector's value. This is done by Mars Colony Music. They also did the Colony Wars soundtrack. I have no idea what that. You're doing it for the mints. You know what? There's no better reason to do it than for the mints. The free mints out of it. That you can just break into a rogue funeral, any funeral. Just go in there and just like, hi, I'm here for the mints. They'll let you in. They're like, this guy knows. This guy knows mints. Hey, hello, Brian. We got the Resident Evil 3 Nemesis soundtrack here. This is when they started getting real DiCaprio with their designs as they led into Code Veronica, which actually has Leonardo DiCaprio in it. Oh, available now from Mars, the Dino Crisis original soundtrack. Coming soon, Power Stone and the Resident Evil Orchestra. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to the Resident Evil Orchestra. Take it away. And they play the music. That's a good cutaway for Family Guy. There you go. Resident Evil 3 Nemesis soundtrack. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait. That's 10. This is not in top 10. That is just the first 10. Okay. Good Lord. This one's a cutout. I can see it right through the front. This is a knockout. Oh my God, they knocked it out 3 times. And it uses the Mac Pro. Venting. Johnny Ive worked on this one, apparently. This is the... Oh God, this is a knockout so far. It's like the knockout's still in there. I could probably reassemble this. They just hole punch those things out and they're like, whatever. Let's go into Game Crazy. Who cares? All right. The Standalone Complex 2 soundtrack. I almost can guarantee this has 0 listens. This is another one of those. Holy crap, Standalone Complex dudes, I'm so jealous of you. I should put some of these on. I will. Oh my God, what did they hire the Wipeout Excel team for this? This looks exactly like Wipeout. You can get into the FESAR soundtrack. Psychedelic Soul. What It's For. Living Inside the Shell. They stole my Zelda idea from this. Oh, they went back in time. Standalone Complex film staff. Good Lord. This is from 2005. 2005 or 2006. God dang it. Get my old man glasses out again. 2005. I get this out because I solve mysteries. I'm constantly, my spare time. This case has a crack in it, but I can assure you that crack probably came from pre-acquisition. This one's in absolute mint shape too. Good gravy. It's hard to believe that a lot of these were in, like, just flying around a car, and the case and the CDs are in great shape. I do not know what I was doing to take care of these so well. Hi, Lakeisha. Doing video game soundtracks. We got a couple bangers coming up. We did a couple right out of the gate. We're going on to number 12 right now. This is number 12. And this one, it's a shame. The Prince of Persia original trilogy. This is still in its original shrink. I do not see the label, but that's depending on when it came out. They may have stopped putting those labels on. This is factory sealed. You can tell. It's not a knockout. There's no knockout on this thing. But there are no labels on this, which means this may have come after that or through a secondary printer. Like where they were just making, like, we don't need the labels on it. It costs us an extra penny per freaking CD to put those on there. So we don't need to do it for this. It would save us $273. That I'm making all that up, but that's probably pretty accurate. This one has a massive crack in it, and it's got a little lip in it, but no moving parts, none. This has Sands of Time. Good Lord, this has the original in there, which is one of my favorite. I think it was in my top 50 or top 100. The original Prince of Persia on, not the Jordan Mechner version on Apple, which is an awesome one. This is the one that was on Xbox, PS2. That Sands of Time is so good. Such a freaking good game. Such a good story too, and really, wrapped the mechanics in, and then it has never recovered. Prince of Persia has not recovered. One of the greatest early games on the Apple II, I believe, is what Prince of Persia was on originally. Because Mechner was Jordan Mechner was big in the Apple scene because he made Karateka and Prince of Persia. And so I think he was an Apple programmer at the time. Like, he was a programmer, but I think that's where systems were. So the Apple one and the Xbox one, the first, Sands of Time, awesome. But this only has the Sands of Time. So everything else is, like the Darkness Within is probably on here. Or the Warrior Within, that's what it was. The Tooth, I don't remember any of these. Any of the ones after the Warrior Within, which just look dark and brooding and a little dumb. Here's a couple. I acquired this one. You can tell it says Fred Meyer, $4.99. This is the greatest hit soundtrack from Mario 64. This one is probably dinged up because it's just a sleeve. I have a couple of these sleeves. Yeah, it's original. It has the Mario Kart 64 theme, Kart Select. I was not a huge, this is going to be a shocker. This has somewhere on it. I was not a huge Mario Kart guy. I was a Diddy Kong Racing guy. And then Sega All-Stars got me back into it. I missed the entire Mario Kart bandwagon. Time out. Let's go back. I was a big Mario Kart person on the Super NES. On the SNES, yes. I was big. Hey, Cadavers, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you being here this long. Thank you for your feedback and all the likes. You're awesome. Got me to 3K. I appreciate it. Later on, my good man. And whoa, look at that. Holy cow. That is freaking Progressive Geek. You are always good for some. I just wish I was on here more. I just wish I was on here more to give you more like, but you're always streaming super late at night. And by that time I'm either animating or asleep or just incapable of liking anything anymore. It's like after 6 o'clock, forget it. There's no likes coming out of me. So Mario Kart, I've got a couple of those in, this is Parappa the Rapper 2, which freaking, I'm going to use the kids term. This soundtrack slaps. One is great. One is classic. This one has some freaking bangers on it. Oh, this doesn't have all of them on it. This only has Romantic Love, Sister Muisha, or Musha. Hair Scare, awesome. That one is great. But you know what is missing on here is the freaking let's get on, let's get on. It's the fire, when you're putting out the fire. I don't think that's in here. This is a limited soundtrack. Still in great shape though. Yes. Oh, good Lord. Thank you so much for everything, Progressive. Okay, so this is Parappa the Rapper 2. Just freaking awesome. Just a great series. Perfect timing. PlayStation 1. It just never really got, like the rhythm games got taken over by like frequency, amplitude, and then of course Guitar Hero. Wait, is Guitar Hero? Wait, is that right? Harmonix. Which one was there? There was Rock Band. Rock Band and was it Guitar Hero? I can't remember. I was a Rock Band guy. What can I say? No, actually I was Guitar Freaks. I actually got the import from Japan before it hit the US shores. Rhythm games just took off in America, like in the Xbox era and Xbox 360. That was amazing. But anyways, Parappa the Rappa's there. Hang on. I've got a couple honorable mentions before I go into, good Lord. We're going to do it this way. Oh, I don't want to do that one next. That's a killer one. That's my namesake. That was not on purpose. I just pulled it out of the back. This one I purchased. I know I purchased this one. Doesn't have a back sleeve for some reason. But this one is 100% ordered. I brought this one in from Japan, I assure you. This one was freaking killer. Great soundtrack. Yeah, because here's the UPC. UPC's on the back, but for some reason there's not a UPC. Like, I don't know why there's no back cover here. That's freaking me out a little bit. It's not a new case. No. And the CD's in freaking mint. That's even through the case that's probably scratched, but that's in great shape. Parappa the Rapper. I don't know why. I do not know why it doesn't have a back sleeve. Oh, oh, that's adorable. That is absolutely adorable. Jet Baby, Chop Chop Master Onion Wrap. Instructor Mussolini. It's the one that we were in driving school. Oh, it even has the lyrics on it, just in case you needed them. When I say boom, 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 you say bam, bam, bam. No pause in between. Come on, let's jam. Prince Fleecewallow. Good Lord. In the rain or in the snow. But this is one of the best ones right here. The every single day, stress comes in every way. I ain't got no time for nobody. My style is rich, dope, fat, and witch. We'll make today a cake that looks rich. Crack, crack, crack the eggs into the bowl. My wife and I still use these lines to each other in the kitchen. All you got to do is apply the final touches. What's the big one? It's like, hang on a sec. What is the big line from Cheap Cheap Chicken Rash? Hang on. The cake was done while we were sitting around. What is it? Oh, this is terrible that I cannot remember. Put the cake in there. The other day I was called a little... Oh, that's it. The other day I was called a little turkey, but I'm a chicken, got it, you beef jerky. We say that. I couldn't remember the line because it's a cutaway. It's freaking great. Parappa the Rapper. Oh my God, I love you so much. Great rhythm series if you haven't played it. Hello, Sabrina Nomo. Just an incredible game from PlayStation era, and soundtrack still holds up. Nana Unsha, I think that's who it was. Nana Unsha. But they did, I'm going to have another one in here from them, which is one of my favorite games experiences of all time. This one, woo, Katamari Damacy soundtrack. This one's got to be beaten to death. Yeah, this in Japan, they used to come with these. These were on the outside. We get the little plastic tape, but these used to be on the outside. Whoa. Oh, is that broken? It is. The hinge is broken. But these used to be on the outside. Oh, it is right there. It fits perfect. But yeah, I used to keep those. This opens up. We got to be careful with this because this is kind of splintering. Boom. Yeah, see, it's like not even a hinge anymore. I'm going to leave that off the hinge. Put it on at the end. This one's going to be dinged. It's not. Dude, I do not know why these are in such great shape. Apparently, I love my things. Who knew? Love the artwork on that too. You know what? Here's what I'm thinking. This makes a lot more sense. I think what happened is I had a CD player in the car, and then I started buying these in the early 2000s, right around the time that the iPod came out. And so I probably digitally transferred these and then put these in a box. That is, I'm guessing, why these are in such great shape. Is because I started just digitizing my music at the same time these started coming out. Let's see if this is full color. Absolutely it is. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. I love this. Oh, it's one color. Oh, it's so freaking great. Full color front and back. Spot, is this spot color? I'd have to ask my wife. She'll know better than I will. That's freaking gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I'd love, you know what? I'm so excited to pop these back in. I have a CD player right here. I have these all ripped. So, except for the ones that are still in their plastic wrap, I may have those download. Hello, Gretchen, Kent Designs. We were just talking about designs. Gretchen, if you're still here, help me out. This is full color. Gretchen, please tell me you're here because we need a designer. Okay, Gretchen. All right. This is full color. Is that, I mean, it's single color, right? Is that called spot color? When you have just one color. I thought spot color was like just a single treatment. What is that? They left. They don't want to have anything to deal with it. But again, if any designers know what it's called when you, just a single color. Hello, S. If you are a designer, S, we're looking for just a single color. Like if you do a print on the inside, it's to cut down on cost, but it's also a style choice. Get in there. Oh my God, I'm butchering this CD. It's survived so long. This one's got to be 2005 or 2006 is my guess. I would guess. It does not have a date on it. Oh wait, it does. In the far corner in the flower area. Oh, I am way off. 2004. Was this released in Japan before the US? I thought this is 2005, but this is 2004. Katamari Damacy. Look how gorgeous. Look how beautiful that is. Now, I have the vinyl for that too. Hang on. Slightly larger, but just as equally as beautiful. Oh, there's the king. The king is so beautiful. Perfect. I should put video game music on, but I'm constantly getting striked. I don't want to tempt the gods, the algorithm gods, to block me for any reason whatsoever. All right, we're coming down to the last of the stack. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 left. Final 10 has not even been opened. This is from the movie. And this is, again, another knockout. Ooh, this one went right through the case. They were serious with that knockout. They went right through like a bullet. Yep, right through. Final Fantasy motion picture soundtrack. This one I know came out in 2001. It was the year we got married. My wife and I got married in 2001, and I took everybody to go see this for the bachelor party because I'm a nerd. So this is attached to me spiritually. August of 2001. For all those people stealing my identity. That's when I know name one. Yeah, so The Spirits Within. This is from the movie, which again was not as bad as it was not worth destroying Square Enix over, but it was made by Elliot Goldenthal. Again, I've never listened to this. I have no idea. I can imagine it knocked out and being a movie that nobody remembers probably is not adding to the collector's value, but what are you going to do? I'll sell it for $1 million. $1 million, I say. Oh, now this is on the cover, the plastic itself. The plastic is stained. So I could probably clean that off. It looks like someone put a glass on it. What a jerk. Probably in my car. I was probably picking him up at the airport and they put it right in there. This does not have a serial number on it, but this one was acquired. I purchased this one. This is probably dinged up. No, God dang it, it's good shape. These are all in great shape. I am shocked at how good these are. All right, let's see the insert for this one. This is the same company, it looks like, that did the Resident Evil soundtrack for some reason. Viz? I think it is. Hang on, am I wrong? Oh, I am wrong. Ever Anime. It looks identical. These companies use the same trick that pharmaceutical companies use today. Every logo looks identical. So in the late 90s, early 2000s, they're like, we got to say we're in music. Well, what does that mean? A rainbow with what is it? Soft rounded text. Okay, well, every company's making the same logo. We got to stick with that. Yeah, this one has no damage on it. It's full color. Full color. Decline. Oh, that's freaking cool. That's really cool. Oh, when I was asked to write the ending theme song for Silent Hill. Wait, that's the quote. This is not a long quote. It says, oh, never mind. It says quotation marks. When I was asked to write the ending song for Silent Hill, then the next line says, sound director, Mr. Yamakoa, a few months ago. And then it says, I was thrilled, exclamation point. That's bad sentence structure. Should have passed that through somebody. I want to return this CD. It's grammatically incorrect. They could have done better. This is the original Silent Hill on PlayStation, a game that gave me freaking nightmares. Literally, this game gave me a freaking, like, like, oh, it was so scary. It was terrifying. No, this thing gave me nightmares. Like, I would go to sleep after playing it and then dream that I was like leisurely cutting people up. That is not a joke. That is exactly the nightmare I had. I'm just like cutting people up, and I'm like, I got to stop playing that game. Once I finished it. Once I finished it, I stopped playing it. So, and I'm not a big fan of Silent Hill 2. Everybody is. Everybody hates me. I know. I didn't like Silent Hill 2. I thought it was a problematic game. Again, it's everybody considers it a masterpiece. It's like everybody now talking about Princess Bride, like Princess Bride's the greatest. It's in my top 5 movie. I'm like, it's good. Silent Hill's good. Or Silent Hill 2 is good. Princess Bride is good. I don't consider them like, I think there are other games that were doing much better. Heck, everybody loves Severance. I do too. This is a perfect conversation. Everybody loves Severance. Severance is a very good show. It's a show that came like out of nowhere, really, unless you were a video gamer and you played the game Control in 2019. Severance and Control have so many similarities, except that Severance is now like 2 seasons and Control was like 27 hours of my life. Like that is an incredible game. But they're similar. Like the idea for Severance would have been mind blowing had I not played Control. But that because I played Control, I was like, it's a very good show. It's still a very good show. That's how good Severance is. That I have already seen something very similar and can take that on, like and be like, it's still great. Silent Hill 2. Silent Hill 1 was like just really messed with me, and Silent Hill messed with me. Silent Hill 2 was like, what are we doing here? And again, it just didn't resonate with me. I know it resonated with a bajillion people. It's some people's favorite game of all time. It's you know what? Good on you. That's awesome. But Silent Hill was the one that scarred me. Maybe that's it. Maybe I was so scarred by Silent Hill 1 that I expected Silent Hill 2 to do the same or expected to fix me, and it never did. Who's writing me? Oh, Ark of the Shadow. Didn't know you were live. Well, you missed a ton. I solved all the world's problems already. Well, now we're just here in the final stretch. I've fixed all of humanity, but joining now is just good too. We have over 3,000 likes on the TikTok. That has never happened before. TikTok, we hit the mother load of likes over there. For me, that's like 3,000 is usually in most people's like first 2 minutes. But it's like, that's a pretty big deal. Anyway, so this one is, I am assured this one is sun damaged. Let me see. Yes, that's what it should look like. It should be that color purple. But this one is way washed out. This is oh no, it's a single. No wonder it's freaking washed out. It's a freaking single piece. I know. By the way, I had to dig out of that. I got 2 copyright strikes in a row. One for the Kung Pao, which was reversed, by the way. I said, I'm showing the freaking thing and commenting on it. Like, if anybody watches a movie that way, they deserve the worst experience possible. So they lifted that strike. But then I got a strike right after it for Jingle Bells. Like, what? Why is there a copyright strike on? Yeah, that's some bad sun damage. It is. It's freaking real bad. And you know what? I do believe I have one of these still in its shrink. So I wonder if that one has the same. It could be sun damage or it could be just the printing, because that is a single piece and it's just crap. This one's in okay shape. It has one ding over there, which I might be able to buff out. I don't know if that's I don't know what that is. It looks like there's 2 track marks on it, so I'm not sure. That's probably a little bit closer to what that should look like. Yeah, that's really washed out. DJ Atomica? I'm thinking that's what his name was. Is that right? It's not DJ Hurricane. I'm almost positive it's Maybe. Good Lord. No. Okay, so This isn't even from Jet Grind Radio, I don't think. This has Rob Zombie, Dragula on it. Was he in? No. I don't understand this. This soundtrack's really weird. Rob Zombie, Dragula's on there. I don't understand this music mix. Someone's abusing the copyright system. It wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, nothing surprises me anymore when I stream. All right, so here we're gonna move along. Sun Damaged. Oh wait, this was purchased or given away with the system because there's no punch out on that one. I don't know what that music sampler came from. I'm gonna have to do some digging on that one. Hallow. What's Hallow? I've never heard this one before. By Bungie. Hallow by Bungie. Hallow Bungie. None of it's ringing a bell. This one has the tape still on it, but I assure you, I have listened to this a million times. It is a purchased one, no knockout. Am I prepared for Christmas? No, not at all. Why do you think I'm doing this? I went out to the store today and I'm like, forget it. That ain't happening. So that was the hack. If you missed it earlier, Ark, how I kept those intact was you just pull the bottom tag off and you flip that up. Whoop. This is an incredible soundtrack. And this one has seen, oh my God, this is what I expected all of them to look like. This is the only one that I've showed today that looks this bad. Look at that. That is a freaking mess. Not terribly, like it's playable still, but it's definitely the worst of the lot. This one's been loved quite a bit. Yeah. I did that because I worked in the industry. I worked in retail, so I knew how to take things apart for demo purposes and then reassemble them. I knew how to shrink wrap stuff. Yeah, this is a phenomenal soundtrack. There's a video that just came out about Halo. Someone replayed it on a CRT using the original Xbox hardware, and their findings blew my mind. Good grief indeed. Good grief on the Hallow soundtrack. Good Lord. No one commented me saying it wrong. So I'm just going to keep doing it. By the way, this is just a printing. The light above is what's causing that little shimmer effect. So there's nothing special about this CD. But anyways, here's the deal. I don't think it was Smosh. Who did it? Hang on a sec. Hold on. It's in my YouTube history. YouTube. I know you're not going to have seen this one. Hold on. YouTube home. Come on. Show me history. Halo. AJ, hello. Really? 1 month ago? Oh my God, this is terrible. Really? You're not showing me? Hang on a sec. Halo 2 is more important than my family is the second video. Is more important than my family. That's the name of the video. Halo 2.
What's up, Dilfs? Today,
it's a channel called Orange Wall. He has 5,000 subscribers. So if I move this, maybe, hang on a sec. Can I turn that off? Hold on. That's me. That's not me. God dang it. Where's the screen? Anyways, trust me on this one. Trust me, bro. No, that's not it. I wish I could turn that. How do I not turn that? That's me. That's that one. That's that. Don't even look at that one. Yeah, for some reason I can't find this overlay. I think Ecamm's glitching out on me right now. There is a channel called Orange Wall, and he has 2 videos now, one about Halo and one about Halo 2. But the crazy thing is he just did this on original Halo. No, it's like, this is one of the greatest games of all time. Like, I know how to say Halo. I do. I was just doing that to irritate people. So Halo music is incredible. It is absolutely, like, here's the thing. Somebody played it on a CRT and on original hardware. And their findings were, like, first off, the textures meshed so much better than when they upscale it, because the textures were kind of muddy to begin with. But with the CRT, it really kind of provided a bit of anti-aliasing between like edges. So when they did the remastered versions or the upscaled versions, they kind of looked a little bit janky because of the textures were so jarring and they didn't mesh as well together. But also the loading screen never returned after on the original Xbox, where it went, oh, and it did the scanning, whatever. That was only on the original console. That never made it into the remastered or the upgraded versions or whatever. Like that never came back. And I'm like, what? That was like one of the most, like, I remember that so well, so vividly. And I had assumed it had been captured, but no, you can only see that loading screen on the original. So there's so much going on, like, sentimentality wise, but also there are things missing. It's like the Epstein files of games. Whatever. Good Lord. That is a terrible segue. But anyways, Halo, incredible game, incredible soundtrack, just one of the best. But boom, going from one just killer game into another. Good Lord. We're hitting some really solid ones, and we'll finish up on, oh God, there's some back there too. All right. Third Strike. Again, we're going to do the same thing because it still has the sticker intact. Boom. See, the sticker is still intact. The Street Fighter Third Strike soundtrack. This one's good shape. Very good shape. It's got like a little, that seems to be schmutz, not a scratch. That is just fighting for the future. We've got, it looks like young Ryu. We've got Liu Kang. We've got Iggy Pop, Elena, and Garfield. I'm a huge Street Fighter guy. I know what I'm talking about. Trust me. Let's pop that back in. That's in great shape. It's not a cutout. It's an original purchase. God dang. I'm going to have to pop this one in. This one had a freaking killer soundtrack and just like visual style on this game. Unbelievable. And this will always have a place in my heart due to the Evo championships. I believe that was the Evo championships with Daigo. Was that Street Fighter 3? That was not Street Fighter 4. That had to be Street Fighter 3. Just the counter, the Ken versus Chun-Li counter comeback, which is just unbelievable. This is done by Mars Colony Music, another Mars Colony. Apparently, they owned Capcom at the time. Mars Colony Music, because they did a bunch of soundtracks. They did the Resident Evil one we saw earlier. All right. One of my... God, we're coming into some... Okay, so these are some of my favorites of all time. Here we go. We're doing it. Two of them played Halo with the whole setup in gaming chairs, and it was a throwback. Neil, I don't know if you remember, but I mentioned that the game store in Washington, Double Jump, said Cooper worked at the game store in Oregon. I think it was Game Crazy. Holy cow. You may have, because Double Jump is huge with me, and Game Crazy is something I helped start. So he said he worked at a game store in Oregon. I think it was Game Crazy. If the game store in Washington, Cooper, I'm going to have to see if somebody, like I still have a network. And actually, when I started this up, somebody from Game Crazy was there. I'll see if anybody knew Cooper. I might have known Cooper. My brain doesn't work as well. This is one of my favorite soundtracks of all time. This is one of my favorite games of all time. 1080 Snowboarding had no right to be as good as it was. Just all around phenomenal experience. Like, holy cow. If you haven't played 1080 Snowboarding, if you don't remember 1080 Snowboarding, I've played it on emulation. I've played it on the Switch, on like the family plan that has it. Oh my God. It still makes me smile playing through it. Has to be played on a large screen, but just the feeling of speed and the feeling of like snow, like landing a good jump in snow. I was like, wait, I remember Neil mentioning them. Game Crazy? Yeah, 100%. If you're still in contact with them, let them, I would welcome having a conversation with them. Because a lot of the people, by the way, these aren't cracks in the case. These are, that's by design. That's a design choice by Nintendo. This does not have the tape on it. This is definitely purchased. It doesn't have a UPC on it. Oh my God, what is this? This is pretty crazy. Is this stickers? Oh, that's a sticker. That's a shiny sticker. Oh, that might have to go on my car or something. That's pretty badass. That is a shiny sticker. I have no idea. It's held up really well. It looks great. That looks awesome. Full color insert. This is back in the day where there was money. Oh my God, that's freaking killer. Oh, that's really nice. They actually have the lyrics for what is it? Who did it? What is it? But who's to blame? I had no idea that was the lyrics for it. Would you look at me right now, please? I need you to tell me I'm a man. Oh my God, this is like predating incel culture by decades. It's exactly the same problem we're having right now. Look at me. I'm a man, damn it. Tell me I'm good. This is just a phenomenal soundtrack. This one is mint shape. Oh, look at this freaking artwork. God dang. Look at that. Freaking killer. You could tell me that was SSX3 not comps. My brain's shot. I got to get back on my medication. Methamphetamines. I'm the captain now. Yeah, like why can't I think of it? Anyways, it looks like early comps for the game of SSX3, but it's 1080 snowboarding. Just an incredible game. If you've not played it, please do. Actually, Ark, I know you have the Switch and Switch 2, most likely. This is free to play if you have the Nintendo plan, whatever. And you maybe buy the most expensive one, which has been very helpful, by the way. Back when artwork was actually good and it's still good, yeah, 100%. That's true. I know only a few artists who are doing that work these days. Terry Wolfinger is one of them. His artwork is still freaking stellar. He's into the monster scene now, so he's doing a lot of like trade events. He just got stuff into Spirit. It's a big horror store that comes up every holiday around in the United States. This is one of my favorite soundtracks, if not favorite games. Wipeout. Just again, tape still on there. Not knocked out because I bought this one myself. This one's going to be beat to this one was played 1 trillion times. Oh my God, this one's in great shape. God dang. Well, why was I taking care of my stuff? You don't have a Switch anymore? Did you upgrade to a Switch 2? Or do you have you just are PC? I'm shocked. Hello, Hart. Welcome aboard. We're going through old game CDs. This is from Wipeout XL, one of the greatest god dang experiences on the PlayStation. Just incredible. And here's another reason why it's incredible. The artwork in this, and it's going to be blank, right? No, it's not. They've got the Future Sound of London in here. Fluke Left Field. Do they have Firestarter in here? They do. They got Orbital, Photech, Source Direct, Prodigy. There it is. Firestarter. Chemical Brothers. Look how much text is in here. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. I have an entire book on the art of Wipeout. And it is just, I want to Switch 2, can't afford it. Oh, you're just on the original Xbox or just because everything's an Xbox, right? Your phone's an Xbox. Your mom's an Xbox. I'm just saying that because that's what the ad was. I'm not saying your mom's an Xbox. Everything's an Xbox is what they were saying. I have not paid attention to Xbox because I am, oh, look at this. Stuff's falling apart. That came off of something. Oh boy. We're losing plastic parts. Wasn't in here. I'm going to have to put that aside. I'm going to put that into my special CD parts section. Wipeout XL, just a phenomenal experience from Studio Liverpool that doesn't exist anymore. All right, get ready. This has no cover. My mom is a Commodore. Good. Your mom is class, is what you're saying. My mom, yeah, I loved my Commodore. Commodore 64 and Amiga, because that's what I programmed on originally. This is a weird one. This is music from Final Fantasy 5 and 6. I think this. I'm not sure what this came in. This may have been a special edition, and I just wanted to preserve the CD, but it doesn't seem like that. This one's going to be really interesting. Why is that like that? No case. It's in great shape, but I love the artwork. I love the artwork on. Hang on a sec. Let's pop this open. Oh, it's so hard to translate this, but oh, it's beautiful stuff. All right. The last from my stack on my desk. And this is going to confuse some people. I'll explain. Hang on. Here's why it's confusing. You're going to think this is Vib Ribbon, but it's not. See, I told you. This is not Vib Ribbon. This is Vib Ripple. This is the second game from Vib Ribbon. Again, has a little insert on it. I would imagine the insert for this would be black and white because the game is pretty much black and white. This one has more color in it. So, no, full color insert. Good Lord. I do love Vib Ribbon. If anybody has experience with Vib Ribbon, please share it with me because I have had this conversation with like 2 people in 25 years. I just love freaking Vib Ribbon so much. It is so quaint and beautiful. The whole idea behind this is that you could, you put the game in, the game loads to the system memory. Then you take the game system out, or take the CD out and put in your own music CD. So the coding is saved on RAM, and it's playing your music CD, and it's a rhythm game based on the CDs that you have. So you could play games with like all of your music library. And it's just rhythm games, and it was freaking hard as heck. Like it amped up. But even the actual soundtrack, the actual music, I think this is a single CD. Oh God. Look at that. Man, my Vib Ribbon soundtrack is toast. It's a mess. That should be in here. I'm hoping. Where in the heck is my Vib Ribbon soundtrack? Oh boy. I don't see it in my stack. And this has a very Katamari Damacy feel to it. Just those little characters. Oh, freaking gorgeous. Everybody who stayed in here, I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. It's been so long since I've streamed that I'm kind of knocking the dust off. Okay, these are inserts. This, again, you missed this, Ark, how I discovered this. I found a hidden stash of these CDs behind my video games. Like I had my video game set up, and then I had a fake wall. And when I was cleaning it out, the fake wall came down, and I'm like, oh my God, I had put the CDs behind a little, it used to have a latch that came down, but the latch disappeared. Did I hear about E-Egg or E33? I have not heard about E33. Oh, Expedition 33. Yeah, I've heard that it took a ton of games over the year. People are like Jacob Geller's Over the Moon. It got his game of the year, I believe. I have not played it. I have not touched it. I've heard great things about it, but who knows? Maybe I'll get it for Christmas. I'm not buying a ton of stuff these days because I've got too much, first off, but second off, I'm trying to get rid of a bunch of the things I have. And then that said, then somebody winds up purchasing me. I just got Metroid, and I've been playing Tactics in September. So it's like, I will get to Expedition 33. You know what one I haven't played is the new Astrobot, and that's right up my alley. The new Astrobot I should own, and I don't. Silent Hill 4 The Room, still in its shrink. It might lose said awards because of AI. Wait. Oh, no. I didn't hear about that. No, that doesn't surprise me. All game companies use AI. Like it's the future for them. That's why I'm not focused on that anymore. I'm focused on indies and smaller experiences and retro experiences because the modern game industry is it's a mill. It's a puppy mill. I want nothing to do with it. That's why I don't watch the Game Awards. I'm not entering into it anymore. I'm working on animations, for God's sakes. All right, so Silent Hill 4 The Room. This is hastily shrunk wrapped. I don't think this was by design. But if any, I don't know of any Silent Hill 4 The Room fans out there, but they apparently removed it, but who knows? I don't know. I can't trust anybody. Rockstar Games EPK. What is this? What is the Rockstar Games EPK? Well, that doesn't answer any questions. This is mint condition. Rockstar Games. What in the freak is EPK? Hold on. Hold on. I'm popping this into my CD player. I just popped the EPK in my CD player. Well, let's see what it does. Does it open up music player or does it open up a drive? I just put a strange disk into my computer. Is that what you're oh my godding about? I do not know what this EPK is. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, look at you. You're so smart. You know what? I probably would have put it together in 3 years and you solved it in 30 seconds. You're amazing. Hold on. Close, close, close. I'm closing all these things. So let's see what's on this press kit, shall we? Screen share. I can hide that. You don't need to see that side. Hide. Oh, you jerk. Just hide it. Let's see what's on this press kit. There it is. There's nothing on it. Hang on a second. Okay. So we've got a bunch of Shockwave files. So let's see what we got. We've got assets. Show me. And the CD player is just whirling up. So we've got Bully. Oh, wow. This is crazy. I'm going to get this real small so I can zoom in real tight on this thing. Hang on. Come on, you can do it. I guess that's as far in as I can zoom, really. Can I zoom in any further? Hold on. Nope, that's as far in as I can zoom on this one. So Bully, I wish I could just switch the screens. It's not letting me do that. That sucks. Okay. Goodbye. So it has Bully, Liberty City Stories, San Andreas, and MC3. That's like Midnight Club 3 on PSP. And Warriors. So that's what's on the assets. What's on the screenshots? Same. So we got images for Bully. You can do it. This is the pack shot for Bully. There you go. There's Xbox. Midnight Club Racing. Oh my God, you got your HTML shots. Look at this. Midnight Club Racing. These are high quality, 111 kilobytes. Midnight Club on PSP and on PC. What do we got? We've got, this is Liberty City Stories or San Andreas. Look at this. Oh my gosh. It's pulling it from the past here. Warriors. What is this? Oh, good Lord. The movie. I forgot they made a game for this. That's crazy. And Grand Theft Auto on the PlayStation Portable. What? No, they're not games. This is just like the press kit for all of these. Hang on a sec. So they have Shockwave files. Hang on a sec. Let's do Bully. Open with. Ugh, God dang it. Is it going to be able to open with? Hold on. Hold on. Adobe Media Encoder. Adobe Media Encoder. Hold on. I should be able to open it in this. Come out and play. Add source. We're looking for the CD, Rockstar CD. Oh, it won't let me open the S stuff. What? Come on, man. This is Adobe Media Encoder, and it can't even open up its own freaking Shockwave files? You're a liar. Quit. Let's see if I can open this up with... It says Flash Player. Oh, I guess I can't even open up in Flash Player. Perfect. I'm glad. I'm glad that's good. Let's try that one. It's just this from 2005. This is 2005 tech, baby. High quality. Yes. Okay, so that is a media disc. Rockstar Games 2005. Oh, so I see what this is. I see what this is. This is like, this would load up into a, okay, this makes sense now. So what this was is like, this would open up into an HTML page. Did you see that a YouTuber with a team of developers made a Bully online thing? No, I have not seen that. I was unawares. Hang on, I'm ejecting this. Come on. Oh, don't do that. I got to quit Flash Player in order for that thing to eject. There it goes. I did it. I ejected it. There. So that's the, this isn't even a CD. This is a press kit. So that goes into a different pile. That goes in that pile right there. It's a second pile. Hello, Miss Lynn. We're going through games, CDs, and music. This is from Arxis, the Miramasa Rebirth soundtrack. Good Lord. This is not for sale. It says it right there. Not for sale. Kind of buggy right now, but they have a bunch of stuff. That's very cool. I love when people do that stuff. I do. It's such a middle finger to the companies that are just sitting on these assets. Like, have you seen that Star Fox? Like, basically, it's not Star Fox. It's a fox in space, that animation. The pile I'm making is game assets. So I have a bunch of press materials. So I like stuff from E3s in the past, like catalogs and whatever. That's going to go into a box dedicated for assets. So this is the Miramursa Rebirth abridged soundtrack, which means it's only partial. This is from Marvelous. Good Lord. Marvelous. This is the company that was acquired by, I believe, in Iraq. Marvelous was acquired. They did King of Fighters 12 or 13. And what was the other one? El Shaddai. And they did this one, Marvelous Entertainment. This one's in mint shape, but this is pretty much brand new. This is only, when did this come out? 2000. Oh, it's not that brand new. Is that really that old? Yeah, 2013. So it's 12 years old. Jeez, oh man, I'm getting so old all the time. That is Muramasa. Hang on, we're going to get to we got some meat coming up, some real big ones. The YouTuber Finding It, Swegta, is a Bully YouTube channel. He does pretty well. Swegta, I'm not sure who introduced me to that. Someone might have introduced me to that. This is the BioShock Rapture Records EP. So there's only 3 tracks on it. Beyond the Sea. That's cool. God Bless the Child. Oh, these are old timies. Oh, that's very cool. You know what that reminds me of? Hang on a sec. It's right here. Give it. It reminds me of Cuphead. So Cuphead did a old timey, this is like from turn of the century vinyl. definitely different, but he's determined to create something others can enjoy for Bully, as there's not many Bully mods that are good. Yeah, have you been part of the, yeah, it's a vinyl record for, it was a promo for, I believe, the original Cuphead. I do not like the way that sounds when you slide it in there. It does not sound good. Yeah, so this has 5, 6, 7 songs on there. Wait, really? Oh no, there's digital downloads that come with it. So there's only 2 songs on here, front and back. Well, I have a ton of vinyl because I'm an idiot. No, I just got sucked into it. I mean, I can't say enough about it. I can't say enough about hang on, I just pulled up one. Let me see if I can get another. Oh god dang it. You can do it. I know it's going to be terrible to see, but the Banjo-Kazooie soundtrack was, look at that. Look how freaking killer that is. For that image alone. Look, he's got his little puzzle piece. It's the back of the, oh, it's such a good album. This was from IM 8-bit. It's enormous. You didn't come here to look at records. You came here for me to show off my CDs. We're coming down the mountain. Here's the stack. Here's the last stack that I've got. These are going to be quick. And then I've got 4 major releases. Nightmare Creatures 2, featuring Rob Zombie, as required by law. Yeah, it died again because every market gets like crazy saturated, but it's also, the reason I like vinyl so much is because the funds go right to the people producing the record. So when a band does it, I will purchase the vinyl because the local vinyl manufacturer makes money and the band makes more money than they do on Spotify. And sometimes it comes with a digital rip, which is even better, so I don't have to rip it myself, but I can. Oh God, ATV Off-Road Fury 3, one of my favorite. This is also shrunk. Apparently I wasn't a big Nightmare Creatures 2 or ATV 3. I was a big ATV 3 player. I love the ATV series. I am shocked that has not made a better return. This was a great series. But again, the interest in like obscure, out of, did I just get knocked out? I don't think I'm streaming on TikTok anymore. I think I got kicked out. Apparently I got kicked off TikTok for some reason. Now I'm back on. ATV series was freaking awesome. I do not know what happened to it, but it probably went the same way as most 989 events. 989 had 989 Sports, which is NFL Game Day. And yeah, that just went away. Not sure. The band my dad was in did it, but the only 2 main guys get money from it. That sucks. That's tough. Yeah, music's really hard. Like I'm working on animations right now and both of us are kind of desperate for like how do we get money? But like, if you're talking about, that's 2 people, Trey Parker, Matt Stone type, right? But when you start adding like bassist, drummer, or whatever that is, like 3, 4, 5, then you're going to have like factions form. That's always problematic. It's the way it's always been. Like in friend groups or bands or teams, just it's the nature of human beings. I've seen people say they stop streaming because TikTok has a lot of issues. Yeah, they do. TikTok's a nightmare land. But I stream there because I have several thousand followers there. Midnight Club Racing 2. Again, I'm nothing much here. These are samplers. These are and this one, DDR Extreme. This is limited edition music sampler, also sealed. What a soundtrack for Midnight Club Racing 2. Really? This one's Art of Trance, Conscious, Kansai, Art of Trance. So this is an Art of Trance album. That's what it is. I'll have to listen to that. If you say it's a good soundtrack, I'll pop that in. It's open. Yeah, I have no problem with that. In fact, I'll do that. What am I doing? I'll do it right now. I'll pop it in from the archives. Midnight Club. Here's a special one going out to Arc the Shadow. It's Midnight Club 2 soundtrack. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are, Ark. We'll be back with the weather. Music would like to wait. Allow. Hold on. This is only a few songs true. Hold on. Would you like to import? I do not want to import. Let's see what we got. You can hear that? It's super loud. Now, if I get copy struck for this, hang on a sec. You know what? Here's what's crazy. I miss this music. I was just talking about Roll Cage and Wipeout. Some of those soundtracks got me so introduced to all of these artists that I never would have heard of otherwise. Amplitude, Frequency, like they all did. I got introduced to bands I'd never heard before. Where is that? I don't get that anymore. It seems like there's this real, like, insular driving around fast. Oh, I can imagine. Just hearing this. Hold on. Picking it up. Wait for the drop. Just getting into the freaking groove when you're into it. Oh my God, I can't even imagine. Like when you are in the flow state for this. And that one difficult part of the track has like the, hang on. Waiting for the drop. That's all I'm doing. There we go. There's a little flourish. Whoa, that drop's crazy. Oh, that drop sounds pretty good. Going off a jump. I got goosebumps from that. Look, I think you can see them. It's freaking goosebumps this thing's giving me. Good job, Ark. Oh my God. You're coming up on the pack. You can see them. The pack's right there. Just got do a couple more drifts. Come on. Pull me out of it. Dude, that's freaking great. I love that. See, I got introduced to new music just by showing off the CDs that I actually own, that I haven't listened to. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. This is the electronic press kit. Look at you. You've taught me something new, Ark. The electronic press kit. That goes into the electronic press kit pile. Do geese really have bumps? It's true. Well, I think all feathered animals get goosebumps. Like when you pull their feathers out, that's what goosebumps look like. It's like this stippling of the skin. So like, you got goosebumps. And it's like, no, you just pulled all my feathers out. But they're goosebumps. I'm a chicken, damn it. It's true. I think all animals would get goosebumps when you rip them off. What is this? Rogue Galaxy. This is from PlayStation Underground. This is a poster, I believe. I thought it was a CD. Oh my God, it is so sticky. I mean, it's sticky because of the printed material, not... Come on, man. It's coming in January 2007. That is chemically. The smell on this thing from just opening up. Oh my God. I released the demons. Look at this. I got doubles. I got doubles of Silent Hill. We just went through these. I'm freaking rich with ATV 3s and Silent Hill 4s, the rooms. Hang on. Kabuki Digital presents Attribute A Beast. What in the God's name is this? Feel the rush. Kabuki Digital presents Attribute Beast. I do not know what this is. This is just a sampler CD that looks game related. That probably came in a magazine. Midnight Club 2 in its original shrink. Dude, I'm Star Fox 64, original cuts from the hottest new Nintendo 64 game, all tank section. That's all it is. It's nothing but the tank section. There's 14 and it's only cuts, original cuts. There's 14 of them. Star Fox 64. And I didn't buy this. It probably came with a pre-order. Hold on. Ooh, what is this? It's a love note. Hi, Neil. Here's the promo I promised you. Happy sales. Michelle Marbury. Michelle Marbury. She's a PR agent for Sony. So Michelle, thank you for the love note. Happy sales. She's got the Rick and Morty exclamation point eyeballs there. That was very nice handwriting. Michelle, may it be said, you have beautiful handwriting. Prinny. Can this really be the OST? It's from the game. Prinny, can I really be the hero? So can this really be the OST? Way to do it, NES America. This one's seen some loving. This one's a little bit dinged up, probably because I played this for the kids, and it was in the kid CD player. Prince of Persia bonus content, limited edition. This is what? This is just bonus content. This is not even a music CD. This is just bonus content. Hang on. We're getting into the crappy stuff, except for this. This is awesome. Amplitude. I was just mentioning frequency and amplitude. View the press materials. This is a freaking press kit with music. Get out. And this has Heather Crosby. Oh my God. This is crazy. Ryan Bowling and Heather Crosby. I still work with those two people. I have to bring this up at our next meet and greet. That goes over there. Castlevania 20th anniversary digital music collection. Little roughed up on that one. That is way roughed up. Oof. Sorry, Castlevania. Should have taken better care of you. Final Fantasy. Oh, this is from the remake. This is brand new. This is like a year old. Wait, really? Oh, no, this is Pandemic. This is 2020. This is right at the start of the pandemic. This thing came out. Amplitude was awesome. Oh, shoot. This is from... This is not even a video game. This is Seatbelts. This is the Cowboy Bebop insert. I do not know what it's doing in my video game collection. I've got to put some stuff in order here. Oh my God, look at this. Hang on a sec. God of War soundtrack. And that's seen some life too. Okay, so now I'm getting into the dregs. This one, I have no idea what that is. Should I risk popping it in? I will. I'm going to pop it in. I am. Just bear with me for a second. This is how confident I am in not having materials that I'm afraid of. Like, ooh, what could be on this disc? Could it be something ne'er-do-well? No, I don't have anything. I'm as Melba-toast as they come. I have nothing to hide. I don't even know why you're still talking about the Epstein list. I got nothing to hide. No, I got freaking nothing to... I'll show whatever. Hang on a sec. This is a music CD. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. This one's good. Whoa. No. I know what this is. So do you. It's right here. First level. Hang on. We'll get to the first level. That's the intro. It's the name select screen. This is entering the castle. Classics, all of them. Awesome. This is the Castlevania Symphony of the Night soundtrack. Beautiful. That's awesome. Okay, now the last part, the last section we're doing here. It's the big guns. I saved the biggest for last because they are the biggest. Actually, you know what? I'm missing a bunch of soundtrack here. I have another trove that I've got to discover because I mentioned Roll Cage, original Wipeout. I did not find those. That's a little nerve-wracking. So now I got 3 piles. All right, let's start with this one. Last 4. There are 4 left. You can hang on. Progressive Geek, if you're still there. We just got 4 left to go. We're down to the final 4. Okay, I'm going to do this. Ooh, wee. I'm doing them. They're all similar. I'm playing a game on Roblox called Spray and Paint. It's a game where you can draw whatever, but I'm trying to draw a camera. Oh, shoot. Did you see what I did earlier? Let's see. You'll like these. Hold on. What? I did these for the long time for a poster. There you go. There's your Sonic. You like Sonic. There's Mario. There you go. I'll send those over to you. You can have my original illustrations that I made for the background of this stream. Perfect. Okay. This one is nuts. This is Okami. God, I love this soundtrack. Look at this. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. Clover Studios. How would I go about drawing... Wait, hang on a sec. I'm trying to draw a Chaos Emerald for my tag, but I don't know how. How would I go about drawing one? For a Chaos Emerald? Yeah, I would just start with like a... If I was doing Chaos Emeralds, I would just do a... Like, start with a geometric shape. Hang on a sec. Hang on. You can't see that. Just stop looking at what that is. It's going to open right back up again. Just ignore that. New. All right. If I was doing a Chaos Emerald thing, oh, good. You couldn't even see it. Thank God. Now get out of here. There it is. If I was doing Chaos Emerald, I would just start with and then the same up there, and then just connect those lines. Wrong way. Wrong way. Shape, reverse it. Doot. Doot. Shape. Same thing. Am I wrong? Did I do that wrong? This is difficult on a controller. Okay, I can't use those lines. I would have to draw from scratch. Okay, got it. Yeah, so I didn't know if Roblox had the ability to like create an anchor point and then complete the anchor point, like how lines are made. But you have to physically do that, then it's hard. If you can't do straight lines, then that's... Get out of here. I don't need to save that. I don't need to save you either. I don't need to save nothing. All right. Okami. We're down to the last 4. I promised. Thank you, Progressive Geek, for sticking in there. All right. So the Clover Studio, full freaking color insert. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. This is one of my favorite game experiences of all time. If I were a bajillionaire, if I'm not. No, here's the deal. If I were working in games right now, and I didn't want to work for Electronic Arts, and I didn't want to work for Activision, and I didn't want to work for any big studio, I would go. This is a serious thing. I've thought about this myriad times. I would go to churches and say, "Hey, church, are you having trouble attracting kids into your procession? Because it's hard to compete with all of the internet and the TikToks and all that. And who cares about the stories anymore because everybody knows them." My pitch to the church is like, how would you like kids to talk about your game and your religion and all of that? Like, just in their casual conversations, and like to get excited about religion, to get excited about your things. Again, I'm not doing this because I don't want to support the church in any way. But if I were looking for $1 million to start up a game, this is what I would do. I would go to churches and be like, tell the story of the Bible like Okami did. They have 12 like gods that they talk about. And I got more invested in the Japanese culture because of this game. This game is very, very responsible for teaching me so much about Japanese like lore that I had never heard before. I'm like, you do the same thing. You make the game the same way. Look at this freaking gorgeous CD set. Look at this nonsense. This is ridiculous. This is Clover Studios. This goes on. Look at this. This is what five discs. It's incredible. All different characters. These are all the different characters in the game. They're all on each of these discs. Let's take a look at the art on the other side. Look at this. Oh my God, it's in the style. I'm going to flip this over. That's the cover. This is the back cover. Look at him. Look at that little rat with the freaking sword. Look at that big dragon. Again, this is the best way to teach without being preachy. And you could do it. I would do it. I mean, if I could get a meeting with the Saudis, I'd be like, hey, listen, first off, stop killing journalists. Second off, to stop enslaving people. Third off, like, stop treating women the way you do. Like, I'd say a lot of things, but then I'd say, hey, you could probably fund this game. I'm going to take you with me to drive to an appointment. I hope you don't hope. Oh my God. That's why I was feeling a little lightheaded. It's crazy. All right. I'll wrap this up because if you're going to a meeting, we'll finish up strong. That's Okami. Just an incredible soundtrack, and just, it's gorgeous. The amount of care that went into this. Oh my, oh. People don't put this much quality into their freaking, well, they don't make game manuals anymore, but like there's so much love and care behind this. It's unbelievable. Next one, here we go. This is going to be familiar to a lot of folks. This is the Final Fantasy VII soundtrack. This is I believe, a 4-disc. There's 1, there's 2. 3 and 4. I was correct. There are 4, but there's only 3 discs for. What condition are these in? Oh, freaking mint condition. Look at that. 4-disc for Final Fantasy VII. Hold on. Oh, gorgeous. Just incredible. Case has a little bit of dings on it. A little bit. What are you going to do? All right, here we go. The Final Fantasy VI soundtrack. This, I have no idea what that is. That's got to go. The original sound version of the Final Fantasy VI soundtrack. Hold on. It's just white. It's white. That's wear and tear. Oh my God. The beautiful insert full color print. What? And why is that? Wait, that's Final Fantasy VII. What's going on here? Oh my God, I put it in the wrong. This is in the wrong thing. This is in the Final Fantasy VII. This needs to go into Final Fantasy VII one. Wow. Original artworks. Oh, the big gun off the island. I have all of those characters ingrained in my brain. That's kind of, it's a little bit boring, but it's a CD, right? It's a CD. This goes in here. Oh, I see why. I have to put that in the case. I will do that after. So this, the Final Fantasy VI soundtrack, has a, oh, this is gorgeous. That is the concept art. That's what I was looking for. One of the, insane scene right there. Good Lord. Just gorgeous. Oh, Shadow. They say that's the composer, but that's actually Shadow. Aw. That's Terra. Oh, stickers for Final Fantasy VII? Wait, why is that in 6? Good Lord. I gotta freaking get my act together. There's Sabin and, oh, oh God, I can't think of his name. I renamed him Dan. He's a freaking killer character. Oh, so Final Fantasy VI soundtrack. This one feels like it's got some, yeah. This is loose. It shouldn't be. The last one is my favorite, so I saved the best one for last. Oh, it doesn't even go in there. What the heck, man? So now I'm confused. Where did this come from? These are all Final Fantasy. They're all Final Fantasy VI. Hi, there's me. I made it on the soundtrack. There's that. But this goes in here. Hold on, I'm kind of confused. Well, hopefully you get to see the last one. I'm going to try to get this done real quick. That works. That goes in there. Perfect. This goes into this. Last one, I swear to God. Here we go. Last one, and then we're going to have to brave the traffic ourselves to get a Costco. Oh my God. I don't understand this. I don't understand this. This does not fit, right? No. What the heck? I think that's why it was in the Final Fantasy VI. I think this was bundled in. I got it. I just had to think like a first grader for a second. My favorite game. It's also my favorite soundtrack. This is done on like recycled paper, very thick, like very textured. God dang it. Squaresoft Digicube. Here we go. Oh boy. This one's loose. I can feel it. The Final Fantasy Tactics soundtrack. This had a bunch of inserts. Wow. This has been damaged from just me trying to get these things out, but it's still in good shape. I wonder if I could heat that up and re-pop those back out. Hang on a sec. Could I? Do I dare? No? I'm going to do that later. I'll do that later. Final Fantasy Tactics soundtrack is still one of my favorites. Look at this. Oh. Come on. Oh. Good Lord. I loved, you know what? There's so much in the late 90s that did this, like Metal Gear Solid did the same thing. It was like a trend in Japan to do like a recycled paper with a single, like, I don't know if even it had to do with cost. Maybe it did. But yeah, just to see that kind of single print, which we were calling spot color, but I don't think it's spot color. I think it's just a single color. Oh, what the? What? Are you kidding me? I just gotta, oh my God. I think I need a sound for that. Oh my God. This came, look at this. This is mint. What is going on? This was in, holy moly. That's not the remake either. That's the freaking original disc. What in the world? Goodness gracious, are you kidding me? Ooh. I'm serious. Like that's 100% legit. I just found a Final Fantasy Tactics in my, oh my God. It didn't come with it. It was just in, like, I don't know why that's there. Everyone was playing Final Fantasy. Well, meanwhile, I was enjoying Dragon Quest. I would buy that game even though it's about religion, if it's styled like Okami. 100% art. Wow. What a way to end that. Jesus. This is crazy. You know what? I got to take the rest of the week off after that. That was like emotional. That was an emotional freaking way to end that. I'm glad I'm in somebody's vehicle talking to them. I hope I'm not car sick, but I hope you didn't have a heart attack and drive off the road when you saw me pull a Final Fantasy Tactics. That's mind blowing to me. I I don't know what to do with that. Is that, hang on a sec, is that damage on the bottom? Some schmutz on it, but I don't know. That's crazy. That is beyond belief. Like pulling a Final Fantasy Tactics game out of a CD, that is unreal. Unreal. Wow. Well, if you were here, you got to see something special. You got to see me pull that freaking rabbit out of a hat. I don't know how that happened. I'm hopeful now that we have a Dragon Quest 7 remastered, that we get a Dragon Quest 8 remastered. I should start up, I'm planning on, my old co-host and longtime friend Anthony just launched the EGM Kickstarter. It's like that Kickstarter finally started production. So the rollout has just started and his name is on the front page of the EGM magazine. So I might actually have a podcast, but he loves Dragon Quest and he will talk ad nauseum about the Octopath Traveler engine and how that needs to be utilized by all old RPGs. Now, he was more Dragon Quest than I was. Like, he can speak about Dragon Quest, but he also believes that you can resurrect the SNES library of RPGs using the Octopath Traveler engine. He will not stop talking about it. So maybe we'll get together and talk about that on an upcoming live stream. But for now, I'm going to have to figure out where this came from. This is a Christmas miracle is what this is. I got another Final Fantasy Tactics out of the woodwork. Hey, Progressive Geek, thank you so much for all of the likes and all of the gifts. You are awesome. I hope you have a great appointment and a great week ahead. If I don't see everybody before then, happy holidays. I'll be back on next week, I'm sure, to talk about what gifts I got. But man alive. Yeah, if you agree, then maybe you should join that stream because he will talk about it for a solid 2 hours. He's done it at least 3 times to me. So birds of a feather. Anyways, thank you all. I have no idea how to end this at this moment because what's happening is I have no access to my screen. So I'm going to just quit and hopefully that ends it. Have a great week, everybody. Thanks again for being here and I hope it was worth your while. Who knows? Anyways, bye everyone.